How can one describe this theoretical superhero show? One way is peak MCU. Another way is a show that won't age very well in the near future. Or you could say what Quarter Black Garrett said on Twitter. Personally, I would describe it as the Ryan Johnson way of insulting and belittling previously established legacy characters and replacing them with 2022 era shitheads that lack respect, dignity, and honor for the past, while at the same time destroying the future that is yet to come. But let's be honest here, people. If you weren't expecting this show to do what the previous entries in the MCU have done, you're most likely Disney's target audience. Marvel died with Avengers Endgame. And Avengers Endgame was the culmination of a decade long project that set a standard for superhero films going forward. Unfortunately, no other superhero project has been able to do it properly. Spider Man No Way Home is something many of you praise. With that said, understand this. Marvel needed something to put money back in their pockets after a bunch of lackluster TV shows and a joke of a movie in Black Widow and the Eternals. Spider Man No Way Home had to appeal to the better nature of ignorant fans because they couldn't have so many consecutive flops without at least one little spot of profit. Now that the MCU Phase 4 is in full swing and on a mission to Last Jedi the remaining legacy characters post Endgame, we've come to She Hulk, Attorney at Law. So, how bad is it? Well, I could point out the cringe-worthy dialogue about how terrible it is to be a woman in 2022 America. I could talk about the stupidity of making She-Hulk a better version of the Hulk despite lacking any proper training. And if you want to call a few montage scenes in a 37-minute show with crappy CGI characters screwing around proper training, then you need to watch movies like Rocky and the Karate Kid. The scenes of She-Hulk training were about as pointless as Rey's training scenes in The Rise of Skywalker. But instead, what I want to focus on is the most utter disrespect of the Hulk character. You see, Hulk has had a legacy going back very far. But in the context of the MCU, Hulk's journey has been very difficult and emotional. Let us journey back to 2008's The Incredible Hulk, starring a better Bruce Banner and an even better looking Hulk. We see that Bruce has been on the run for some time now, avoiding the government and military because of the creature he has become. The love of his life was hurt, and he feels tremendous guilt. So Bruce has been on a journey to control the raging spirit that dwells within him. We see him going through training on breathing and stress control. All of this, plus the fact that, for the most part, he's doing this alone, is nothing short of amazing. To say this man has been through hell is an understatement. Yet, despite all that and going through his journey in the MCU, he can still put on a smile. Bruce Banner slash Hulk is a fantastic example of how controlling one's emotions despite all the crap you're going through can pay off. His journey and experiences shows how difficult that road can be. And to be able to exhibit amazing self-control as long as he did, despite being hunted down and being on the edge of transforming into a raging monster, is nothing short of amazing. So, what exactly does Bruce's cousin Jennifer go through? What trials and tribulations does she experience that shape who she is as a person? Well, we'll let her explain that.
Here's the thing, Bruce. I'm great at controlling my anger. I do it all the time. When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me, I do it pretty much every day because if I don't, I will get called emotional or difficult or might just literally get murdered. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
You serious?
She says she has better anger management skills more than the man that was literally hunted down for a good portion of his adult life, fought monsters and space aliens, and defended the world and universe despite all that he lost. Throughout this entire first episode, most of what she did was insult, belittle, criticize, and trash talk the sacrifices and pain that Hulk and other characters endured. I'm seeing a pattern of dismantling legacy characters in every way and replacing them with shallow imitations. She-Hulk is a series made for lonely, self-pitying people who are jealous of more successful people instead of being inspired by their achievements and working hard to gain that same success. This show insults legacy characters by turning them into jokes. And speaking of jokes, this show tries its hands at comedy and falls flat on its face. We get a couple scenes with Jennifer Walters breaking the fourth wall, Ferris Bueller style, and fails miserably. I think the showrunners tried to make a Deadpool style comedy, but failed to accept that they will never achieve that greatness because of their appeal to disgusting and vile theoretical human beings that are actively destroying this planet, honorable morals, and damning future generations of people by playing the victim 24/7 instead of rising up and aspiring to be greater than they are now. Do yourself a favor and don't watch this bullshit. It's a waste of your time and money, and it would be better spent on more promising projects like the Ripperverse. Screw Disney Marvel, screw their identity politics filled TV show crap, and screw the MCU. Stop validating these trash projects and have some self respect for yourself. How you can tolerate the degrading of a character who has gone through some of the worst pain anyone can go through by some asshole who thinks getting catcalled is worse than being actively hunted for your superhuman abilities and losing countless friends while saving the known universe is beyond me. Chalk up another beloved comic book superhero that Disney has violated. And before I go, check out this clip of a She-Hulk comic and understand how good this character actually was before Disney said, let's fuck up another likable female hero and call any naysayers sexist for not liking our bastardized She-Hulk.
I'm Special Agent Spooky Clutter.
I'm Special Agent Carter Sauce.
Special Agent Dr. Richtofen.
And until next time, fellow investigators, remember.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment.
The entertainment is out there.